Hi, my name is Emmannuelle Ganne and I work at the World Trade Organization in Geneva. The WTO is the multilateral organization that deals with international trade issues. So we develop, when I say we, it's our members and we work with governments, develop rules that deal with international trade to make cross-border trade easier, faster. I work in the Economic Research and Statistics Division of the WTO, and I'm the lead person on blockchain issues at the WTO. So we recently published a report on how digital technologies can impact global trade, the World Trade Report 2018. And I personally am very interested in blockchain, and so I've been doing my own research on this topic, and I recently published a book, Can Blockchain Revolutionize International Trade? That was published at the end of November 2018, so a couple of months ago. We work with regulators from all over the world. So European regulators, yes, but also regulators from other continents, so not only the European Union. But our concern is that many regulators who deal with trade issues do not completely understand what blockchain is about, what it can do, how it can transform international trade. I think regulators who work on cryptocurrencies, token issues, are following developments very, very closely. When it comes to trade officials, there's still some education to be done. These are very complex issues, and it takes time to really pin down what the key issues are and what can be done at a regulatory level to help the technology work to its full potential and develop, really. I think you touched here about a very important point. The key, in my view, is really for regulators to keep a close eye on what's happening and to really understand how the world is evolving, because this is how they will be able to put in place regulations that will work to the benefits of all. And blockchain is a very complex world. I myself, I'm a trade expert before being a blockchain expert. And when I started diving into this world, I had to really invest time to understand how the technology works, what it can do, what the opportunities are, what also the limitations are. And these are, as you said, two different worlds. And I think what is critical is really to bring these two worlds closer together, to work together, to try to make it work to the benefits of all. And there's a lot of education to be done, and clearly regulators should keep a very close eye on what's happening, because things are changing extremely fast. And another challenge we have is that the world of regulation doesn't move at the same pace as the tech world. I think there are probably two reasons for that. I mean, the first one is, as I said, that it's a technology that is difficult for non-tech experts to apprehend and to understand. It requires time, investment to actually really understand what it can do and what it cannot do, as I said. And the second thing is maybe a fear that one has to regulate in the right way. It is not good to regulate too early. It's certainly not good to over-regulate either. So we need to find the right balance between the need to build a regulatory ecosystem that is conducive to the development of the technology, and at the same time the risk of over-regulating or regulating in the wrong way. And for that, one needs to see how things evolve, what's being developed in order to strike the right note. And this is not something that is necessarily very easy to do. Your point on the financial system is very, very true. I mean, we thought that it would revolutionize the financial sector, and what we see at the moment is that big banks are investing big time, actually, in blockchain, and ironically, this technology may in the end reinforce those banks more, while they were the ones that Satoshi wanted to make superfluous. Now, where can blockchain have the biggest impact? In terms of international trade, I think the technology has great potential. Why? Because when we think of international trade, and international trade is international, like cross-border transactions, and you have multiple actors that are involved throughout the supply chain. And one of the key benefits of blockchain is that it can allow these different actors to transact directly on a peer-to-peer basis in real time with the guarantee that the information has not been tampered with. And this is why you have the emergence of these big platforms in the transportation logistics sector that are then trying to connect also with customs, that will try to connect with finance, to try and bring all these actors together. So I think that in a sector like international trade, it can have a huge potential. We're talking about the technology as an infrastructure to facilitate cross-border transactions. But I see other sectors where it can have a huge impact, like e-government, for example, that you mentioned. Yes, it can have an impact. Whether it will completely revolutionize that sector, I don't know. One will have to see how things evolve, but it is a technology that has the potential to cut costs, to facilitate transactions. It's very often referred to as the Internet of Value. In my view, it's more the Internet of Transactions. It can do to transactions what basically the Internet did to communications. And I think this is something that is very powerful, provided we manage to put in place that ecosystem around it that allows the technology to thrive.